Y'all come on in here. Let's get this live started.
Yeah. Simply ball dropping. What's up, family? K-Sap, we up. Ain't no stopping. I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve, making you haters believe I'm the MVP.
Yeah, y'all come on in here, man. Let's get this live started.
All sports, whether it's on the field or the court, from the arena to
gotta
the
talk
ring.
about it.
What? You want to swing? I rope a dope like the one on this boxing thing. That's a punchline. I'm the greatest of all times. Got something on your mind? Hit us up on the line for that round table talk. Ask B Hunt and Sheena and K-Sap too for their views on our dudes. Marriage Chronicles for you lovers. Oh, I'm married to the game. The championships, the only time I wanna ring.
Yeah, let's get it poppin', man. Y'all come on in the chat, man. Y'all let me know where y'all chatting from.
Just fall through, pull up.
I'm gonna give the live a chance to catch up to some folks. We're gonna get right off into it.
Promotion. Yeah, simply ball dropping. You know what time it is. Pull up, chop it up with your family, man. K-Sap, what up? What we talking about? What's up, K-Sap? Yeah. James Ford, that's me. Let me talk to him. Let's get it.
Simply ball dropping, simply ball dropping. Okay. Chopping up these topics, man. I'm simply ball dropping. Driving coast to coast, making moves, ain't stopping. Driving coast to coast, making moves, ain't stopping.
Hey, let me put you on game. These other podcasts out here talking that
Come on, man. Y'all come on in here. Get in the chat.
It's my bro K-Sap, chopping up topics for your optics. From politics to your topics. Tune in, you gotta watch this. Exclusive material for your radio, stereo, pump it, high definition. Stop what you doing and listen. We smashing all competition. You better jump on this wave. Somebody pass me a mic, man. I got something to say.
Chopping up these topics, man. I'm simply ball dropping. Driving coast to coast, making
Yeah, Gary, they going crazy, man. They going crazy. These Caitlin Clark fans, they going crazy. But we gonna talk about it though.
These topics, man. I'm simply ball dropping.
Yo, what's up? What's up, people? What's up, people? Appreciate y'all tuned in, man. Another live show from Simply Ball Dropping, man. Y'all come in here. Let's get it popping like we had it last night, man. We got to talk about what Caitlin Clark did, man. We got to give flowers to Caitlin Clark on this day, on July 6, 2024, on this Saturday. Caitlin Clark makes history. She makes history. Yeah, Gary. Wow, man. Fever fans and teams were electric. That's sports entertainment at its best, and no one was trying to take players out. Just pure hooping. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of these Caitlin Clark fans, man, last night did a live show. There was a lot of people that came in the comments, was talking a lot of things about, when we was talking the show, we was talking about Angel Reese, and everybody wanted to come in there and talk about Caitlin Clark. We was trying to give flowers to Angel Reese of what she did last night, where she tied Candace Parker for the consecutive double-double, streak, which she has done it in her rookie year. In 1 year, Candace Parker did it over a 2-year span. Yeah. Caitlin Clark was cooking. Caitlin Clark deserves her flowers today, and we're gonna give Caitlin Clark her flowers today. Caitlin Clark, man, played an exceptional game. 19 points, 13 rebounds, 12 assists. Yeah. Yeah. Alethea, I can see where you're coming from. I mean, that's a great analogy. I can see where you're coming from. But Caitlin Clark, man, she balled out today, man. We're going to give Caitlin Clark her flowers. I'm waiting for all the Caitlin Clark fans to come up in the chat. Let's talk about it. And a lot of people last night asked how you can donate to the channel. You can donate to the channel. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, the donations to the channel or Cash App, money sign SBD podcast. It's gonna be more Caitlin Clark fans coming out of the woodworks, but we here for it though. We giving her praise, man. She balled out. I have nothing like I be telling people. I have nothing against Caitlin Clark. J Rock, man, appreciate you coming back. J Rock, appreciate you coming back. I told you that last night, J Rock. I told the Caitlin Clark fans last night that got mad that Monica McNutt said if the season ended today, she would give Angel Reese the Rookie of the Year. But it's going to come down to the wire. I said you got to wait to the end of the season. And I told people, I said, what's happening is she saw what Angel Reese did last night. So she had no other choice to come out and perform. She had to perform. Yeah, she did it. She did great today, man. Actually in the third quarter, I was a little concerned because she stopped shooting the ball. Like I've always said, in the second half of games, because New York was trying to put the game away and Caitlin just stopped shooting the ball. But then in the fourth quarter, she got back on track. She started finding her teammates. She started hitting her shots. And they made that run and they closed out New York Liberty. They closed them out. And New York Liberty got a tough team with Breanna Stewart and, Sabrina Escanu. Yeah, I mean, because, when you're on verge like that, Maurice, when you're on the verge like that, some people want you to get them records. Some people want you to get the records. If you one rebound away from getting that triple-double, I think some teams want you to get that record. So it was no effort. Yeah, that game that was a great game. We didn't had two Friday night and Saturday. We've had excellent display of WNBA basketball. So Big Red, you said Caitlin did her thing, but the rookie of the year just begun this weekend. So you think it just all started? And I think what happened was Monica McNutt lit a fire up under everybody. She lit a fire, especially under these Caitlin Clark fans that was, going at her, letting her know that, she was out of pocket for saying what she said. But yeah, but Caitlin Clark did her thing tonight. Actually, it was impressive. I mean, it was a whole team effort, but it was led by Caitlin Clark. She played 38 minutes, 19 points, 13 assists, 12 rebounds. Aaliyah Boston came to the table with 18 points, 8 rebounds. Alyssa Smith had a double-double. She had 12 points, 11 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell had 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. It was a big win for them. They 9-13. I mean, that was a huge win. They trying to keep pace with, in New York Liberty, they was 17. They was 17-3. So, I mean, it was great that, Caitlin Clark, man, just give her flowers, man. She balled out today. She balled out. Be nice. You're missing the point. No, they never said that they let her get a rebound on her 12th one. The one that she got, the 10th rebound that she got the record on, it was like, some teams are aware that you right there on the cusp of history. And she got the rebound effortlessly. Come on, be nice. Don't come in here starting that. You know how they was doing you last night, man. They kind of ran you off last night. Don't let them do that to you today, man. Caitlin Clark, we giving Caitlin Clark her flowers, man. She balled out today, man. You can't. It's any way you slice it and dice it. She balled out, man. She made history. The first WNBA rookie to have a triple-double. That speaks volumes. Yeah, that speaks volumes, Filet. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. We giving her. See, a lot of people can't give other people their flowers. We giving Caitlin Clark her flowers for what she did today. Caitlin Clark balled out. And what impressed me about it was in the second half, in the third quarter, like I said, I was concerned because she kind of went away from her offense. She took 2 shots in the third quarter. 2 shots in the third quarter. And that's when New York had a stranglehold on that lead. But then she started getting aggressive in the fourth quarter, and that turned it around. And that's all I'm saying. Caitlin Clark has to shoot the ball. She has to be aggressive. I don't care if she's shooting the ball, passing the ball, rebounding the ball, or setting up her teammates. She has to be aggressive. And that's all we asked of Caitlin Clark. Be aggressive. Be the player that we know that you're capable of being. That's all we're saying. And I think she'll be all right. You know, the more aggressive she is, the better well that team is made up. But today, I mean, she put on a show. Like I said, these last 2 days, to come out, in front of her home, to do it in front of her home crowd, that's special. To do it in Indiana with a team that was hot in the NBA, the New York Liberty, you beat them 83-78. That's impressive. So, we got to give kudos. We got to give kudos to them, man. And kudos to, Caitlin Clark for doing what she did. And New York Liberty, they got Breanna Stewart. They got Jaquel Jones. Also, they got Sabrina Eskew. And, Sabrina Eskew had 22 points. Breanna Stewart had 14. But it was all about Caitlin Clark today. Caitlin Clark did her thing. We're giving her flowers. The rookie race is just, like they said, it might just started. And the thing about it is, even though Caitlin Clark didn't shoot well from the field, 17 attempts, 12. She was 3 of 12 from the 3-point line. She still did her thing. She still did her thing. Yeah, she did get 2 more rebounds. I understand that. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, Be Nice, but somebody just made a comment about the 10th rebound she got. That's all. Caitlin Clark says she needs some of that shine. She needs some of that moonshine? Jesse Smith, you said she's what's the MVP? Exactly, Michael, and that's what I tell people, man. What's going on is the WNBA needs to advertise Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese more. You see what it's doing for the WNBA. You see what it's doing for the WNBA. Because she, like I said last night, these players watch each other and what they're doing in the box score. They watch what's going on. And that's how Magic and Bird did it. They kept an eye on the box score. They kept an eye on what their rival was doing. So last night, Caitlin Clark was off last night. She sat there and saw what Angel Reese did, 27 and 10. Angel Reese had a career high in points at 27. Shot it well from the field and made 2 threes. So coming into today's game, the spotlight is on you, Caitlin Clark. What you going to do? Are you going to one-up her? So what Caitlin Clark did today, she went out on the court and she one-upped Angel Reese. Yeah. We talked about that last night on the live, Carlise. Yeah. But, yeah. Live, laugh, and love. That was a fire game. These last 2 nights, Friday night and this afternoon have been great for the WNBA. Even that LA Sparks and Las Vegas Aces game that went into overtime and the LA Sparks pulled it off. Terry, you said Reese was more impressive. Yeah, I mean, I respect everybody's opinion, man. But a lot of people last night asked how you donate to the channel. The Cash App is at the bottom. Also, you can send your super chats if you want your comment posted and read out loud if you got a good take. But like I said last night, we respect each other's comments. I respect everybody's opinions. It's great. Carlise, I appreciate that, Carlise. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Really do. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it is crazy. The first, hey, for a rookie that's doing that, like I said, Caitlin Clark got a lot in her tank, man. She got a lot of things that she's capable of doing. But like I said last night, this is no knock to Caitlin Clark, man. I think she's just hesitant on what she wants to do out on that basketball court. If she would just go out there and play and let her game speak, she would perform well. But I think for the dismal shooting that she's shooting, because I don't think she knows when she really wants to shoot the ball. Because some of the threes that she hit, the 3 threes that she hit today, she pulled them up with confidence, man. There was no hesitation. But in previous games, she's hesitant to shoot the 3 ball. And when she does shoot the 3 ball, she's missing. How many rookie records does Caitlin Clark have, and how many does Reese have? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, go in. I want everybody to voice their opinion, man. This channel, I give everybody an opportunity to say what they got to say. But like I said last night, I see a lot of people that have a lot of basketball knowledge. And Jason Talk Sports. I totally agree with you, man. And I've told people, Caitlin Clark was getting sped up to do things that she was not comfortable at doing. But now that she's starting to see the game, I know she's, a lot of people say they don't read social media, they don't hear it, but they got people in their camp that relay messages to them to let them know that, hey, this is what's being said, and you got to kill that narrative. And Jason, I agree, man. When Caitlin Clark finally slowed down and started playing basketball and making better decisions, she did well today. But like I said, I was concerned in the third quarter, man, because like I said, in second half of games, Caitlin Clark goes missing, just like Gizmo and the Gremlins. When the bright lights is on, they go hide. They don't want to see the bright lights. But today, in the fourth quarter, Caitlin got back aggressive, even though she was missing her shot. But she was being aggressive, finding her teammates. She was rebounding the ball. Actually, she was playing defense today. See, nobody want to say that. She was playing defense today. Yeah, we got to give her flowers. She was playing defense today. But Shapiro, you gotta understand, when you're that type of a talent like Caitlin Clark and you're handling the ball, you're just not going to let her bring the ball up freely. It's got to be some blitz coverages. It's got to be some switching and things like that. Because if you look at these other opposing guards and they looking at Caitlin Clark when they coming down, what does the coach and the team do to Caitlin Clark? They put her in every pick and roll action. So as far as Caitlin Clark being blitzed, and like I was saying in a couple shows I did before about Kelsey Mitchell, I would rather Kelsey Mitchell bring the ball up the court so she can get it across the timeline, because you see what they're doing to Caitlin Clark. Every time that she has the ball and she getting the ball, they guarding her 94 feet. And it's taking too much time off of the shot clock. Now they can't get into their offense. Now she's rushed to take a bad shot or force a bad pass, and that's how she's getting all these turnovers. If you let Kelsey Mitchell bring the ball up, put Caitlin Clark off the ball, then get into your offensive set, then Caitlin Clark will feel more comfortable. She will feel more comfortable, because what they doing, if I'm the primary ball handler and I'm the threat on the court, the coaching staff from the other team is going to put defensive assignments. They're going to blitz her. Y'all go back and look at You go back and look at the championship in 2001 between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Philadelphia 76ers. Allen Iverson. What did Kobe Bryant do? Kobe Bryant started blitzing Allen Iverson every time he got the ball. He was guarding him 94 feet, making him work all the way up the court, getting Philly out of their offensive sets. Shout out to Filet Speaks for the $5 super chat. Great conversation. Angel for Rookie of the Year. See, that's what you're gonna do. Hey, you're gonna cause a stir in the chat. You're gonna cause a stir in the chat, man. Appreciate the super chat. Feli Speaks, man. Y'all hear that? Great conversation. Angel for Rookie of the Year. She got my vote. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. As great as Caitlin Clark is, and as much as Caitlin Clark does, that's what opposing coaches and teams do. They're gonna blitz her. They're gonna blitz her because they know that she's a threat. And I go back to say when, Lonzo Ball first came in the league, when his dad put that target on his back, what did every other guard want to do to Lonzo Ball when he had the ball? Wanted to show Alonzo Ball and his dad that you're not the dude. Yeah, Terry Iverson did working, but it was the fact that Kobe guarded him 94 feet. He worked Allen Iverson too. But the thing about it is, you putting that pressure on somebody coming up the court, you're running the shot clock down. And if you go back and look at how Indiana runs their offense early in the season, when Caitlin Clark was bringing the ball up and what they was doing was, guarding her 94 feet, they couldn't get into their offensive sets. Yeah, I mean, them turnovers going to happen, be nice. I mean, I might not be correct about all her turnovers, but most of her turnovers have come because of the guards are speeding her up. Curtis. Okay, we're going to break this down, Curtis. We're going to break this down about the Rookie of the Year. See, y'all missed the point that Monica McNutt was saying yesterday. She didn't say that Angel Reese would win Rookie of the Year. She stated that if the season would have ended yesterday, that Angel Reese would have the nod over Caitlin Clark for the Rookie of the Year because of the winning aspect of it. And the thing about it is, Chicago is ahead of Indiana in the standings. And that was her point. And a lot of Caitlin Clark fans just went crazy on her. We're going to leave Monica McNutt out of this because I think y'all missing the point, man. I think y'all missing the point. That goes in all sports. When people talk about football in the MVP race and they say, if the season had ended today, this is my MVP. So Monica was not being biased at all. She was saying if the season ended today, she never said that Angel Reese was going to win the Rookie of the Year because we still got 20-some games left. All she stated was, if the season ended today. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. That's all she was saying. And people are taking that and running with it and saying Monica said something bad, that she was hating on Caitlin Clark. That's what the Caitlin Clark fans do, man. That's a hard statement, man, saying that Chicago is the better team than Indiana. I just think that Chicago's team is coached better. They have a better coaching staff. They have a coaching staff that knows how to make adjustments. Y'all been hard on Christy Sides. Y'all been hard on Christy Sides, talking about she's not the coach for Caitlin Clark, and that's the difference. Stefan, we already know that. We ain't it's certain thing. Hey, what's understood don't have to be explained. See, this is the stuff that I'm talking about. This is the glazing I'm talking about. Clown takes. Forget Rookie of the Year. Caitlyn is the league MVP. Now that's the stuff I'm talking about. That's the clown takes that I'm talking. That's the internet casuals. I can't even believe that comment. I can't even believe that comment. I can't even believe that comment. Is the league MVP. Come on now. Yeah, Chicago moved up in the standings. After last night's win against the Seattle Storm, Chicago moved up in the standings. Who meant Asia? I mean, I only can read the comment for what it is. I didn't see Asia Wilson's name nowhere in there. Somebody said, forget Rookie of the Year. Caitlin Clark is the league MVP. It doesn't matter. I mean, they beat the best team in the league. It doesn't matter. I mean, Chicago beat the best team in the... Chicago already wiped off New York. What are we talking about here? That's apples to oranges. Y'all got to make it make sense. Y'all got to make it make sense, man. Man, hey, happy moves. See, we not going to do that. That's another clown take, man. Nobody is hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all stop that, man. Stop trying to make it a racial thing. We're not going to do that. Man, we're going to respect everybody's opinion, man, but don't come in here with that racist stuff, man. We're not doing that over here. We came on this live today to pay homage to Caitlin Clark. We don't need the hating on white people stuff. We not rocking like that. We not rocking like that over here. We being fair and honest. We can't do that. We can't do that. Stop trying to make this a black and white thing, man. Stop that. Don't do that. But other than that, man, I respect everybody's opinion, man. But like I said, we're not going to tolerate the clown show. We're not running a clown show over here. We giving everybody an equal opportunity to get what they need to get off their chest and put their comments in there. Okay, well, I apologize, Happy Mood. I read it wrong. I thought, okay, I respect that. My apologies. Salute to that. My apologies. I'm glad you clarified that. I just didn't want it to be a racist thing. But, you know, today's show is all about Caitlin Clark. We paying homage. We paying homage to what she did on the basketball court to a New York Liberty team that is 17-4. And in front of her home crowd, she performed. And like I told y'all, I just think, like Magic Johnson said, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird have always said this in their little, sit downs, like, oh, they was watching to see what each other was doing. And I think this is what's happening with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark saw what Angel Reese did last night. Caitlin Clark said, I got to go out there and perform. I got to go out there and do my thing. And Caitlin Clark, in front of the bright lights, in front of her hometown, she put the Indiana Fever on her back when it counted and got the W and got the record and made history with the first double-double for WNBA rookie. That would be great for basketball if the Fever and Chicago Sky match up in the playoffs. That would probably break ticket sales. That would probably that'd probably be off the roof. Yeah. And another thing, I don't know if y'all noticed about Caitlin Clark today. She was being real aggressive. She was being real aggressive. Even when she got inside the paint, she was being aggressive. She was being aggressive. That's one thing that, I think Chrissy Sides even said it herself. I think that's one thing that Caitlin Clark has to be more, she got to be more aggressive. She can't shy away from the big moment. And I think the day when the team got down, Caitlin Clark was like, just give me the ball and get out of the way. I'm going to make a play or I'm going to get a bucket. And, that's what happened. But, she balled out. She balled out. And see, and what happened was that when the day got Indiana Fever back in playoff contention, that got them the number 8 seed. Chicago moved up to 7, and Atlanta Dream, they dropped out of the playoffs. So we got New York Liberty is still, leading the way at 17-4. The Connecticut Suns, they still balling at 16-4. But like I said last night, this is what's going to happen. Who is going to stay focused throughout the break? Who's going to stay focused? Yeah, I heard him talking about her eardrum. She had to, take some kind of thing, but I don't really think that's a storyline that needs to be talked about. But I see a lot of, things on the internet, a lot of things on YouTube. People are talking about her ear injection and things like that. She addressed it on a post-game press conference before. Team Caitlin. But, yeah, I mean, Caitlin deserves all the flowers today. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no greater storyline than what happened today, because what Angel Reese did yesterday, that was yesterday's news. Today is new news. Your girl Caitlin Clark performed. Yeah. Like I said, man, they keeping an eye. They keep an eye on each other. They know what it is. Yeah. And like I said, man, hey, y'all drop a like on the video for me. Drop a like on the video. We got 122 people in here watching, man. Make sure y'all give the video a thumbs up. A lot of people ask, how could you donate to the channel? The Cash App handles at, scrolling on the screen. Also, man, go ahead and send them super chats, man. Get them super chats, man, so we can get your comment posted, because there's a lot of things going on in the chat that I might miss out on. But if you send a super chat, yeah, that comment will populate straight to the top, and we can talk about it. I mean, Terry, I've always said that. Like, her shooting is dismal right now. It's dismal. Like, her shooting percentage is god-awful right now. But she's still out there making plays. And, for her shooting to be dismal the way it is, and dismal the way it was today, and still come up with 19, 13, and 12, salute. See, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, but Caitlin Clark is doing her thing, but I'm just impressed on how, she played today. She did what she was supposed to do, and kudos to her, man. Kudos to her. J-Rock, we'll get off into that on a different live. I mean, it's healthy to root for both of them. See, that's what I'm saying, man. You can root for both of them without bringing the other down. Right now, we just got to sit back and appreciate what them two are doing in the WNBA, because there was a lot of naysayers out there. And we just got to appreciate what Angel Reese is bringing to the table and what Caitlin Clark is bringing to the table. You know what it was when they was coming out of college. We've heard the rumblings. We heard the reports. We've heard the interviews. We heard what people has been saying. So for these girls to come into the, WNBA and doing the things that they're doing, it's impressive. Yeah, I mean, but this is what they do. It's a lot of things that you can't control right now, and you can't control the outside noise. People are going to talk, but your job as a professional, just go out there and play the game. Just go out there and play the game. We've already addressed the turnovers. A lot of people are gonna, beg to differ on the turnovers, but we have said a lot about her turnovers, and a lot of people are like, well, she got 7 assists, but I mean, it is what it is, man. Man, just give the lady her flowers that she did what she did today. We're not even going to talk about the turnovers no more, because when we bring up the turnovers, that's when the narrative changes. Oh, y'all hating on Caitlin, man, but you got to speak on it. She only had 5 turnovers a day. That's not bad. She's averaging 5.8 a game, but 5 turnovers a day is not bad. So we'll let her get away with that. Well, I mean, a lot of people, man, you're gonna say what you want to say about Caitlin Clark selling these arenas out and things like that. But I did, after that Aces and Indiana Fever game, the remarks that Asia Wilson and Kelsey Plum said. They said that that game, them tickets was basically already sold out, but it's kind of controversial because they had to move the venue. So I don't know. I mean, Caitlin Clark, she's doing a lot of things, man. She's putting a lot of eyes on the game. She's putting a lot of fans in the seats. Shout out to B Nice for the $5 super chat. Caitlin Clark cooking channel. She just keep breaking records. Yeah, I mean, as talented as she is, man, she better break more than just the triple double record. As talented as she is, I'm looking for her to break more records, man. Appreciate that super chat, Be Nice. But I expect her to break more records. Just like I think Angel Reese is going to be breaking records. But we're not here to talk about Angel Reese. We talking about Caitlin Clark. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. People see this is the point that a lot of people are missing, man. Caitlin Clark right now is almost like a national treasure. Because anytime that Caitlin Clark name comes up, right? Caitlin Clark is being talked about across all these networks. When you make CNN, you big time, right? She's big time. She's that big time. But like I've told people, there's more storylines going on in the WNBA than just Caitlin Clark. They're like I said, they're like somebody just commented. They talking about Caitlin Clark on the Golf Network. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark is she's the draw, right? And that's what people are trying to say is like, you got more things than Caitlin Clark going on in the WNBA. And if you keep on talking about Caitlin Clark, you're going to miss all the other good stuff that's going on. And like I said before, I'm going to go back to the hard foul when Kennedy Carter had the hard foul on Caitlin Clark, right? I'm going to go back to that. That was a point of emphasis. Everybody talked about that. But there was other games outside of what Caitlin Clark was playing in that these other players was getting fouled hard. They was up in each other's faces. Refs had to separate them. But we wasn't talking about that. We was talking about it because it involved Caitlin Clark. Made a big issue about it. And I'm gonna say this again. Nobody made a big deal when Alyssa Thomas clotheslined Angel Reese out the air. Nobody made a big deal of that. Nobody made a big deal of that. But that's what these WNBA players are saying and these veterans are saying. And Monica Minut sprued that early on with Stephen A. Smith when she got in it with Stephen A. Smith, telling Stephen A. Smith to say, hey, man, you got one of the largest platforms. You've been on the top for the last 10, 11 years. And 3 years ago, you really didn't talk about the WNBA on your platform. Then, Caitlin Clark comes into the league. You want to start glazing. Well, y'all wild. Y'all wild. Y'all wild in the chat. Y'all wild in the chat. Nah, Brandon, they wasn't making a big deal about it. Angel Reese went to the post-game press conference and said she was glad that Alyssa Thomas fouled her that way. She wanted people to come at her like that. And everybody said, Angel Reese plays victim again at the post-game press conference. She wants to be the villain. Angel Reese says she'll carry that role. Man, that's basketball, man. All she did was hip check Caitlin Clark. That's basketball. You can take that's just being aggressive, just like Kennedy Carter said. No, she was just being aggressive. Man, I don't care if she celebrated it. I don't care if she clapped on the bench. Angel Reese, she already made it be known. If y'all want her to be the villain, she'll be the villain. She not worried. I don't think Angel Reese is worried about nobody's opinions about her. And because you can go back when they played in the national championship game, when she put the gesture to Caitlin Clark, you can't see me. Everybody made a big deal of that. She got on that podium and said what she had to say. Angel Reese don't care what nobody says. Angel Reese just got that dog in her. Like she said, man, she's just a naturally aggressive basketball player, and that's not going to change. That's not going to change. Just a dead ball hip check. Well, I mean, you can call it how you want to call it. Kennedy Carter, she just went up there and did what she had to do, man. Regardless of how people like it, how people, deceive it. But, she said she was playing basketball. No harm, no foul. The play you got to continue to the next play. Man, that stunt. That had nothing about costing her an all-star. Come on now. That had nothing about costing her, a spot on the all-star team. I think, like I said last night, what happened to Kennedy Carter, like I told people, Teresa Weatherspoon, it just took her a minute to insert her in the starting lineup. That hip check was soft. I totally agree with that, Terry. That hip check was soft. It was soft. Here we go. Here we go. We got another Jason Whitlock in the comments. Angel Grease stat pats. See that's what I'm saying. Clown takes like that, but we respect it. I respect it. Clown takes. I'm not even going to acknowledge that. But get your shots off, though. And that's what a lot of people are saying. Just like Becky Hammon and Asia Wilson said, man, Caitlin Clark ain't no baby. Caitlin Clark knows how to hold her own. She knows how to hold her own, man. Y'all go, see, I think this is what it is, man. A lot of y'all people that like Caitlin Clark, y'all don't do the research on Caitlin Clark. Y'all don't do the research on Caitlin Clark. I think y'all just following the movement. I don't think y'all really know what Caitlin Clark is all about. Y'all just following the Caitlin Clark movement. You know what that is? That's fanboys. That's fanboys. Y'all just following the movement. If y'all would do the history on Caitlin Clark, on the way she plays, and look at the footage of her jawling, pushing and shoving, getting off into people's face, y'all would understand that she is not no baby. She can handle her own. She welcomes that. She welcomes that. Brandon, that's what I'm saying, Brandon. Look, that's exactly what I'm saying. For some of these fanboys of Caitlin Clark that don't know the history of Caitlin Clark and haven't been watching Caitlin Clark through her luxurious basketball career, they wouldn't understand. If they just now following the movement and picking up on Caitlin Clark, they're the ones that are crying wolf. Caitlin Clark don't want y'all to baby her. Man, some of these comments, man, are hilarious, man. Well, when you talk about the hand check, you see what happened back in the days, with Mike, when they stopped that hand checking, it was a different ball game. Be nice, man. Don't come in there and do that, man. We're not talking about you be nice. We're not talking about you be nice. We're talking about, man, these comments are going by so quick. That's why I say I'm missing a lot of these comments, man. Y'all got to post a super chat, man, so we can get these comments up, man, because I'm missing a lot of great stuff, man. The chat is moving so fast, and I'm missing it. Yeah, but I just think that we need to, everybody needs to pay homage today. And that's what I'm doing. Simply Ball Dropping is paying homage to Caitlin Clark for her exceptional game today and the W and making history with the triple-double. Boy. Yeah. So let me ask you, chat, do you think Caitlin Clark can keep this up? The same question y'all asked last night about Angel Reese keeping up the double-double streak. Do you think Caitlin Clark can keep up this type of play where it's not just one and done on the triple-double? Is she going to get more triple-doubles? But the way Angel Reese said last night, she don't even focus on the streak. It's just she's a natural rebounder. So the rebound she's going to get. So do y'all think Caitlin Clark can keep it up? Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, CJ, I see you. I mean, CJ7. I seen your chat. My subscriber count ain't moved much. I've been doing this for a long time, man. I've been doing this a long time, man. I mean, this ain't. If you go back and look at the history of my channel, even when I was just doing voice podcasts on Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, and stuff like that, it ain't the subscriber count and stuff. I've been doing this for a long time, man. Just go back and look at my catalog, man. Just go back and look. Just go back and look at my channel. If you're curious, go back and look at my channel. I've did videos with, Deion Sanders. I covered Colorado throughout the year, man. I was getting 150,000 views, 100,000 views. I mean, I don't have to talk about it. Yeah, just check out the catalog. Just check out the catalog, man. But I appreciate your support, and I appreciate the subscription. Caitlin is a baller. I mean, you can't debunk that. Caitlin is balling. I know she don't play for triple doubles. I'm just asking the question. Do you think that, she can keep it up? Like, do you think that she would be able to not just be one and done after she made history? You think, she would get more triple doubles? Because, when triple doubles, when it becomes a thing, it becomes a thing. So you say she's get records without trying. Do you think Angel Reese is out there trying to break the double-double streak? I'm curious to see your answer. I'm curious to see your answer. I'm waiting, Be Nice. I'm waiting. Got crickets. Cynthia Sellers, what you mean say stop with her rebound lies? What do you mean by that? What are the rebound lies? Talk to me. I got time today. Talk to me. What else? Boy, I tell you, boy. Man, Caitlin Clark gets a triple-double today, and people in the chat are hating on Angel Reese's rebounds. Wow. That is crazy. Caitlin Clark gets a triple-double today, but y'all want to talk about Angel Reese's rebounds. Where they do that at? This is all about Caitlin Clark's triple-double, but you got these fanboys in the chat talking about Angel Reese's rebounds that are lies. Where do they do that at? I mean, make it make sense, man. Talk to me. This is all about Caitlin Clark, historical moment, and people want to come in the chat talking about Angel Reese. Man. Boy, I can't believe this, boy. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I am shocked, man. Y'all see the title of the show, man. The title of the show, man. Y'all see what the title of the show is. This is the title of the show. Making history. 19 points, 13 assists, 12 boards. huge update. And we got fanboys in the comments discrediting Angel Reese for her rebounds. Where are we doing that at? Where are we doing that at? This is crazy. And I told you guys, see, when we talking about Caitlin Clark, y'all want to attach Angel Reese's name to it. Man. Boy, y'all funny, boy. It is crazy, man. Why can't we keep the focus the main thing? We talking about what Caitlin Clark did today, but everybody is coming in. What this got to do with Angel Reese? Somebody help me out, man. What does this got to do with Angel Reese, man? We talking about Caitlin Clark. Whew. Boy, y'all, wow, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate everything that's in the chat, man, but it is funny. Be nice. What did I tell you, man? People can't mention Caitlin Clark's name by herself. Angel Reese has always got to find a way to be thrown in the equation. Whew, man. That's what they say. That's y'all look up the definition of fanboy. Leon, that's what they do, man. Last night I was talking about Angel Reese on what she did last night on her 11 for 12 straight double-double. And we had people in the chat talking about Caitlin Clark. It's crazy, man. Like, last night, I heard a lot of people in the chat talking about why everybody hating on Caitlin Clark. Well, Simply Ball Dropping did what he was supposed to do, came back with another live episode today talking about Caitlin Clark. Giving y'all the headlines that history was made. And we sitting here talking about Caitlin Clark, and I'm looking at the chat, and all I see is the hate for Angel Reese and everybody talking about people hating on Caitlin Clark. I know you guys are following the chat. And you talking about hate. Look at all the hate for Angel Reese in the chat, man. And we talking about what Caitlin Clark did today. That's what I call them. I call them trolls. I call them internet casuals. And I call them fanboys. But it's a difference in being the right type of fanboy. Like I've always said, you don't, just because you're rooting for somebody, you don't have to undermine somebody else on what they're doing. You don't have to undermine somebody else's game. Like when people talk about Caitlin Clark, right? And then they bring up the turnovers. The first thing they're going to say is, well, Angel Reese, man, she rebounds her own missed shots. That's a skill, man, to go get your own shot. That's what I'm trying to that's what I'm trying to say, Jonathan. It's the chat. The chat is why bring up Angel Reese and we talking about Caitlin Clark. That's all I'm saying. We came on here today to pay homage to Caitlin Clark for the history that she made. And people are coming in the chat hating on Angel Reese. Why are you hating on Angel Reese? Because Caitlin Clark made history today? Man. It's sad, man. It's sad. But all I'm gonna say is, man, Caitlin Clark is good for the WNBA. She's doing impressive things, man. Like I said, she's got off to a slow start. She's starting to pick it up. They starting to put some wins together as a team. For all the outside noise talking about Christy Sides should lose her job, I've been one that's been fair about Christy Sides. I've criticized her, but I've also said Christy Sides don't need to lose her job. Give her time. When they went on that 4-game win streak, I also told people she made an adjustment. The adjustment was people, said I was crazy for saying this. Kelsey Mitchell was handling the ball a little more, and they was going through Aaliyah Boston, and that gave Caitlin Clark some time off the ball. And they put together 4, impressive wins. They was on a 4-game win streak leading into that Chicago Sky game when Chicago beat them at home. And, Caitlin Clark was up big, and they let that lead slip away. Christy Sides fumbled the bag. No coaching adjustments. You know what I'm saying? And she let that lead get away from her, and Chicago brought it home. But the ball should have been in the hand of Caitlin Clark at the end, which it wasn't. Caitlin Clark took 2 shots in the second half, which she got to be more aggressive. And you heard in the post-game press conference, she advised her to be more aggressive. Shout out to Be Nice for the $2 super chat. CC will be one of the best to ever do it. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. That's a good assessment. That's a fair assessment, and I won't disagree with you. I salute you for that. And I've said it here plenty of times that she's probably going to be one of the best women to ever lace them up. And it's a lot of good women that have done it, but yeah. Shout out to Be Nice again for the $2 super chat, reiterating what he says. CC will be one of the best to ever do it. Totally agree. Totally agree. I stand firm with you on that. I totally agree. I totally agree. But they putting together a string of wins, and they doing well for themselves. They climbing up in the standings. That's the most important thing. Because if you go look at the take that Monica McNutt said, it's important where, she ends up. And right now they 19-13. I mean 9-13. I'm sorry. 9-13. Chicago's above them, 8-11. They only played 19 games. Indiana, they played 22 games so far. So that's the difference. Difference in games. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. Yeah. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. But it was a great let me ask the people in the chat, what was y'all impressed about today for those who was able to watch the game? What was y'all impressed with what Caitlin Clark did today? I'm just curious. I'll wait. Don't get quiet on me now, people. I'm curious for those that watched the game, what was so impressive of what Caitlin Clark did today? What was so impressive of what Caitlin Clark did today? Nobody got an answer for that. That's a tough one to answer. So Caitlin Clark's composure and leadership under 94 feet. And that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people might think I'm crazy for the take that I said about letting somebody else bring the ball up the court, and then you can get into your offense a set with time on the shot clock and you can have a better possession. But when you ask Caitlin Clark to bring the ball down and these teams are guarding her 94 feet and she's rushed to get over the timeline and then get you an offensive set, then that's when you see the offense can't get the looks that they want. They don't give Caitlin Clark a time to get off the screens or the pin downs. And when she's handling the ball, it's a lot of turnovers. But, yeah. I got you. I answered that. Live, laugh, and love. Yeah. So, great point. But it was impressive of what she did today, man. I make no mistake to that. We just got to keep our eyes on it, man. Like I said, these last 2 days, man, we had some great basketball. Now, the crazy thing about it is, tomorrow, Chicago Sky is right back at Seattle. Then you got Atlanta at Connecticut. Then you got Dallas at Las Vegas, and then Phoenix at Los Angeles. So we got some good games that are coming up. And then, Monday, there's no games. Tuesday is just Minnesota and Los Angeles. And then Wednesday, July 10th, you got Washington Mystics at Indiana. So Indiana's off until Wednesday. So we'll see if they can keep that momentum going. But they should against a Washington Mystics team. Late game poise, yeah. Shout out to Be Nice for the $2 super chat. Reese is better than Caitlin Clark on social media. Boy. Hey, that's trolling at its finest. That's trolling at its finest, man. But yeah. Yeah, she was. She got everybody involved. Like I said, she took charge. In that fourth quarter, Caitlin Clark said, give me the ball, get out the way. Either I'm going to shoot the ball or I'm going to make a play. And that's what she did. She held herself down the stretch. She was composed down the stretch, man. She didn't let this game get away. I think she learned from the game at Chicago that, hey, if we're going to go down, we're going to go down with the ball in my hand or me shooting the ball and me making plays. And today she made plays. Hey, you got clowns all over the place, Tony. I mean, you got to let them get off, man. You got to let them get off. Yeah, but man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in, man. We are an hour and 8 minutes in. I just wanted to come on here today so I can spew this narrative that everybody on this channel hates Caitlin Clark. No, we don't. I came on here and paid homage to Caitlin Clark. Paid homage to what she did. And, that goes a long way. A lot of people on their in the media and on social media won't do that. They won't pay homage. They won't come on. They'll throw a rock and hide their hand. You know what I'm saying? Cynthia, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if I say anything good about Angel Reese, the Caitlin Clark fans think I'm hating on Caitlin Clark. So what I do is I keep it consistent. I keep it real. So if I'm going to talk about Angel Reese and give her flowers last night, it was only right for me to come back on the live today and give Caitlin Clark her flowers. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Shout out to Yadu Walker for the $5 super chat. This fake win was for the greater good of the W at home CC triple dub. Yeah. CC with the triple dub. That's what we paying homage for. Appreciate the $5 super chat. See, it that's all it takes, man. All it takes is a super chat, man, to get your comment read, man. And we can be respectful of everybody's opinions. We can be respectful of everybody's opinions. And be nice. I want you to be fair with me right now. How many times have I said that about Caitlin Clark? I would love for her to be more aggressive and to show more leadership and just take command of that team, man. How many times have I said that in several podcasts that I've done? That's what it's going to take from Caitlin Clark to really let people know that I'm that dude. Well, I'm not saying dude figuratively, you know what I'm saying? That's just terminology. But that's what Caitlin Clark needs to do. See, that's what I'm saying. It's Leon. See, that's a clown take right there. That's another clown take from a fanboy talking about Reese is your girl, leave Caitlin Clark out. You probably this is your first time probably being on my channel. This is probably your first time being on my channel. I'm not going to say it no more. I'm a Caitlin Clark fan, but I'll be fair. I give my fair opinion and my honest assessment of Caitlin Clark. I give my honest assessment of Angel Reese. I give my honest assessment of LeBron James. I give my honest assessment of everybody that I'm fans of. I told people last night I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. I give my honest assessment about my team. I dogged them out in the worst way. I just give my fair assessment. I mean, be nice. You can say that, but you don't have no facts to back that up, though. You don't have no facts to back that up, man. But one thing you know about me, be nice. I ain't hating on nobody. I don't minimize nobody's game just to big somebody else up. And that's what I see in the chat. We talked about Caitlin Clark, triple-double today, history, and people are undermining Angel Reese. Is that a fair assessment? Is that a fair assessment? Feli. See, Feli, last night you had me crying as well, man. So I'm going to salute that, man. Feli, man, you're going to make me cry again, man. You be... See, Feli does it right. When Feli sees something he don't like, man, he'll straight at the person. That's what I'm talking about, Cynthia. Hey, see that's how you do it respectfully in the chat. Respectfully in the chat, that's how you do. You at the person to let them know that you're speaking directly to them. Shout out to J Rock for the $5 super chat. Some of these Caitlin Clark fans are upset because the Rookie of the Year race is no longer a runaway award for CC. See, that's the stuff that I like to see when them super chats come across. When people post comments like that, I'll let the chat decide that. I'll let the chat get on you. But that's what I'm saying. I like the people that are going directly. They seeing these comments and they atting the person. So now we'll have, what's up, Pam? Appreciate you coming in, Pam. But I like that. So you can address that person. That's what I tell people, Jonathan. I tell people they don't have to come on my channel. I mean, there's other channels out here. If you go on the internet, you go on, Twitter X, you go on Facebook, you go on Instagram, you go on YouTube. There is plenty other channels out here talking about Caitlin Clark and directly just talking about Caitlin Clark. If you want to, if you're one of them, you can go look at their channel. I'm not asking you to come to my channel, but you've come to my channel for a reason. And it seems that you can't stay away. Because I've seen some of these people that got these clown takes, I've seen them in my comments. So you keep coming back to my channel. You're curious about something. You're curious about something. Like I said, there's other channels out here that are covering this same stuff. But I don't see you going over to their channel and, spearing all this hate and all this negativity. Because if that's the case, if people are going to do that, man, start your own Caitlin Clark channel. Start your own Caitlin Clark channel. Leon, see, that's what I'm talking about, man. You can move around, man. You don't have to come back to my channel. I'm not asking you to come back over here, man. But for some reason, you over here for a reason. You want to see what's going on. You don't want to miss out on something. Maybe you missing out on something. Maybe you missing out on something. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you come over here with your own discretion. You know what I'm saying? But this is my platform. This is my channel. I talk about whatever I want to talk about. And if you don't like it, man, hey, there's the door. You can see your way out, man. And that's respectfully speaking. That's respectfully speaking, man. And the people that are sticking around, I appreciate all the support and all the love, man. I appreciate everybody that has donated to the channel. I appreciate all the super chats. I appreciate all the engagement. But y'all don't have to stick around. I mean, there's other channels out here that are, talking the same stuff, man. And if y'all want to go look at CNN is a $1 billion company. If you want to go look at CNN and they talking about Caitlin Clark's triple-double, I'm not asking you to stay around, but for some reason, you staying here with me. Thank you, Cynthia. I do. That's what I'm saying. See, it's a lot of people that come into the chat that probably ain't been following my movement, man. I give my fair and honest opinion. You just a troll, Leon. You just trolling. Now, see, I'd be wrong if I block you, right? I'd be wrong if I just block you and kick you out the chat, right? But I'm not going to do that. But I would be wrong, though, right? Exactly, Be Nice. You've been around when I first started. So you know how much I put in the work. You know how much I've been grinding. And I appreciate that compliment, Be Nice. I ain't got nothing but love for you, Be Nice, man. You've been rocking with me from day one, man. You've been supporting the channel from day one when I started from the ground up, man. That's what I'm saying, Pam. See, that's because he's a fanboy. He's a fanboy. He saw the headlines that it was about Caitlin Clark. He jumped on here real quick, and he's been here ever since. He's been here for the last hour. And like I said, he's trolling. But I'd be wrong if I kicked him out the chat, right? I'd be wrong if I blocked him. But I ain't gonna do that. Because respectfully speaking, I just told him, hey, he don't have to be here. But for some reason, he's still here. No, I'm not gonna do that, Gianni. I'm not gonna do that. I want him around. Because there's people in the chat that are letting him have it. He's just trolling right now. That's them people that I say they got clown takes, that just be talking to be talking. Appreciate you, be nice. This cat trolling. Hey, Leon, I want you to go over to the Pope B. Frank channel and the Adriana Ross channel. They cover nothing but the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark. You might be more successful over there. That's right, Scott. Tell him. I mean, he just trolling. Hey, he trolling. I love it though. I love it. That's why I ain't blocking. Cause he's coming back. He loves the show, man. He loves the Simply Ball Dropping show, man. That's why he keeps coming back. That's why he can't leave. Cause he know he goes somewhere else and start doing that clown stuff, they gonna block him. I've seen a lot of people on a lot of channels that go into certain channels and they have moderators that get them out of there quick, fast, in a hurry. Exactly, Gianni. That's why I'm not blocking him. I want him around. He's good for the podcast. He's good. Oh yeah, see, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, and I don't have to talk about it because people in the chat are going at him. That's right, KSAP Square. Tell him. You know what I'm saying? I welcome that in. I'm not mad at him. That's why I ain't kicked him out the chat. That's why I ain't kicked him out the chat. See, you going. The thing about it is, Leon, you're gonna let the chat run you off. I'm not gonna run you off. The chat gonna run you off. See, that's what I'm saying, chat. The chat going at Leon. Yeah. So back to the basketball talk, man. So what do y'all think that's gonna, because we got the break coming up. We got the All-Star game. What is that? July the 19th, the All-Star game in Phoenix against the WNBA All-Stars versus the Olympic team. So what do y'all think? Who do y'all think in that matchup? Do y'all like the All-Star team or the Olympic team? And that would be something if the WNBA All-Stars beat the Olympic team. That would be something. If they beat the Olympic team, that's gonna raise the more eyebrows on who they selected for this Olympic team. Michael, we're not even talking about Angel Reese. This has nothing to do with Angel Reese. This has nothing to do with Angel Reese, man. I don't know how long you've been in the chat, but you see the title of it, man. We paying homage to Caitlin Clark. We paying homage to Caitlin Clark, man. We giving all our praise to Caitlin Clark for her triple-double on history she made today. And for some odd reason, people started glazing Angel Reese in the chat, undermining her game. But we talking about Caitlin Clark. And we talking about Caitlin Clark, but everybody want to undermine what Angel Reese did last night. And then you got the trolls in here just saying anything they want to say. So Jason, you don't like Taurasi? Diana Taurasi, man, she's one of the best to ever lace them up, man. You can't take nothing away from Diana Taurasi. You can't take nothing away from Diana Taurasi. Even though, Caitlin Clark went in there and stomped on their neck. You can't take nothing away from Diana Taurasi. I just think, man, it'd be impressive if tell them, Pam, that part. But it'd be impressive if the WNBA All-Stars beat Team USA. Then we're going to have other things to talk about. I agree with that, Mike. I mean, that made sense. I'm rooting for the All-Stars. I'm rooting for the All-Stars. Totally agree with that. I mean, I didn't expect her to do what she was doing coming out of college. She's doing great things. So you're saying, uh-oh. So now we talking about the NBA. Bronny. We talking about Bronny. He's there to sell tickets. He's not there to play basketball. He just there to sell tickets for the Lakers, man. They're using him as a prop, huh? That would be a nice scenario right there, be nice. That would be a great scenario, man. If that unfolds, man, I come back here and I dedicate a show all to Be Nice. That's how we're going to do that. If that unfolds like that, you heard it here first on the Simply Ball Dropping podcast that Be Nice said. Well, we got to wait and see to the end of the season when these awards come out. We would have to wait until the awards come out at the end of the season. But regardless who wins the Rookie of the Year, to me, at this point, both of them are, changing the narrative, man. Both of them are silencing the critics. Both of them are making certain media outlets eat some humble pie and drink pickle juice. So I just think at this time, let's just sit back, man, and witness what Caitlin Clark is doing as a rookie, and also witness what Angel Reese is doing as well. I mean, you don't have to like either one, but you don't have to, undermine what they do, because they're both great for the WNBA. They both bring different tangibles to the WNBA. But, okay, Pam, let me ask you this question, Pam. Let me ask you this question. The 55th pick, right? They got the 17th pick where they got Dalton Connect. But at the 55th pick, the Lakers had the 55th pick. Who else was they going to select? Who else was out there that they could have selected? All right, be nice. We ain't gonna talk no Lakers stuff. I'm just asking Pam, who outside of the 55th pick, who was the Lakers gonna select? I'm waiting for your answer, Pam. Yeah. Pam, you got quiet on me. Now y'all want to come in here talking about Brittany Griner. Yeah. They both great for the game. I respect that, man. But I respect everybody that came in the chat today. I respect everybody that donated to the channel. I appreciate all the super chats, man. But we are airing 30 minutes in, man. We're going to go ahead and shut this live down, man. But like I said, man, I appreciate everybody's support, man. Stay tuned. I'll be dropping a podcast later. We got some things we need to talk about. Yeah, I got some things I need to talk about later on the show, but we're gonna upload a podcast. I mean, Cynthia, it's gonna be a great game, man. It's gonna be a lot of build up to that game, man. It's gonna be a lot of talk. I think that game is gonna be for. I think that game is gonna be for pride, man. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people probably got, a chip on their shoulder because they wasn't selected for the All-Star game. I hope that Caitlin Clark goes out there and proves everybody that she belongs with the girls that are on the All-Star team. I hope that Angel Reese can hold her own down in the paint and dominate. But I just hope both of them girls have a great game so they can kill the narrative. So all these people will stop hating on Caitlin Clark and hating on Angel Reese. That's what I'm hoping. I hope they can come out victorious because that would be a good look for this WNBA rookie class. That would be a good look because them two alone, they have done a lot for the WNBA. Be nice, you crazy, man. Help her get her social media game up. But yeah, guys, man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I love the engagement, man. Y'all keep doing what you're doing, man, and God bless, man. And that's going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.